Hey guys, it's Josh. It is week 32. Um, I'm in my car, so sorry. I'm always making videos either in like my bathroom or the car or in the dark, so my wife's getting her nails done, so I'm waiting on that to get over with. There's like really like up here, it's I guess the reflection from the sun, because now I could see it and now I can't see it. Whatever. This week's topic is how you knew you were trans. Um, for me, the first time I knew something was different, I was a kid. I was a young kid. Um, I didn't like peeing sitting down. I always wanted to turn around and stand up. I always felt really awkward with that. But the first time I knew that something wasn't right, my best friend and I, who was a girl, my best friend and I were going through my mom's bedroom closet when she wasn't home, being all scandalous and sneaky. And I found my mom's Joy of Sex book. So we were like 8-ish, I don't know. And we're flipping through the pages, like circa 1978 black and white color or black and white photos of like giant bushes and balls, and it was fantastic. But I remember that my friend, who was female, was relating to the women in the book, and I wasn't. I was relating to the men, and I didn't really have a dad growing up, so I didn't have a dad. Period. So I didn't really know what men look like in their penis anyway. Um, but I really realized then that something wasn't right. I didn't have what this guy had. Um, I remember my mom got me this set of books that were blue. They were really thin, like this. And there was like 4 of them, and it was called the Lifestyle Library. And it was basically, my mom was never good at the sex talk or the period talk or the your boobs are going to grow talk or puberty, anything. Masturbation, any of that. She never wanted to discuss anything sexual with me whatsoever. So I would read these books, and it explained what's going to happen to your body during puberty. You're going to sweat, and you're going to smell, and you're going to get horny, and you're going to, masturbation is normal. And it had pictures of stages of from girlhood to womanhood and from boyhood to manhood. For boys, how your balls are going to drop and your penis is going to grow, and for girls your breasts are going to form and your waist is going to form. All these horrific things that girls have to go through. And I remember I was so confused at why these images were different. So I'd stand with my book in front of a mirror naked. I didn't understand why my body didn't match what the other boys' bodies matched. So I thought there was something wrong with me. As I grew into puberty, I started liking girls. If I had to classify myself, if I had to put myself in a category of what I am sexual preference wise, I'm bisexual. I consider myself more pansexual because it doesn't matter. The gender to me doesn't matter. It's the personality in the person. If they happen to have a vagina, then great. If they happen to have a penis, then great. If they happen to have a sexy combination of both, then fantastic. I don't care. It's the person. I mean, I had a couple of crushes on boys as a kid, but I started leaning more towards lesbianism. So I had thought that this whole wanting to be a boy thing, maybe it's just because I was gay. So, which obviously was not the case, but whatever. I lived as a lesbian for a while. I came out when I was like 12 or 13, told my mom that I think I like girls. And she flipped shit. She flipped out. But I remember as a kid, I wanted to be called David all the time. That's my middle name now, is David. But my aunt, I had told her, she was young. It was my stepdad's sister-in-law. So she was like 19 when I was like 8 or 9. I mean, we're not that far apart. And probably even less than that, I think. But I would go to her house, and she would call me David. And that was one of the happiest times of my life, when I felt at home. I felt at peace. I felt comfortable. That was really important to me. But my grandmother found out and put an end to it because little girls don't get called David, apparently. My advice to anyone that thinks that they're transgender is to not rush it. Take time and really learn yourself and discover yourself. Do a lot of soul searching. Go to therapy. Talk to someone about it. Because this isn't something you could turn on and off. It's not something that you can change. People that decide, maybe that they are gay, and they're with somebody for a while, then they decide, maybe I'm not. They can change their mind. But look at me now. I've been on testosterone for over 3 years. I don't look anything like the Jennifer Rosa that I used to be. But this can't be changed. If I decide tomorrow, you know what, maybe I am a girl, I can't go back. Yeah, I could stop tea. My voice will never go up to where it was. My body's never going to be the same. Look at this. This is not the chest of a woman. Can't change your mind once you transition. So there's no rush. I see a lot of guys that are doing things like putting Rogaine on their face or on their chest to grow hair. Just rushing and rushing. There's no rush. It's not a race. If you think you're trans, reach out and talk to someone that's already transitioned. If you guys want to email me, do it. Comment on the channel or whatever. Or, my email address is jdavido, so jdavido, the number 19 at comcast.net. jdavido19 at comcast.net. Email me if you want to talk about it. If you need a mentor, need someone to talk to figure it out. I'll never judge anybody. If you think you're trans today and not trans tomorrow, I don't care, as long as you're happy. And that's what it boils down to. But I knew when I was a kid that something wasn't right. I didn't know till my early 20s, late teens. I'd probably say early 20s, that I had to transition. And I didn't transition till I was 26. Till it became a literal matter of life or death. I became very depressed, and my father committed suicide, and I attempted to take my own life as well. And that's when I realized that something's got to get done. I was miserable as Jennifer, so then I became Joshua, which is fantastic. So that was my thing. I knew when I was a kid something wasn't jiving up here. Something wasn't right between my body and my mind. So that's my story. If you guys ever want to message me, do it. Leave comments on the channel because I check them. Send me an email. Whatever you got to do if you want to talk and reach out. It's a really lonely road to go down by yourself. So any of the guys here on the channel, I'm sure, be more than happy to talk to you and really help you through it, no matter what stage of transition you're in. So that is my video on how I knew. That's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, and there's really not. That's all I could think of at this point of how I knew. That's how I knew. I just knew that I knew that I knew that the Jennifer Rosa Ortiz that I was born wasn't who I was supposed to be. So that's it. Hope everyone is well. Thanks for watching my video. And I look forward to posting next week. Namaste.